Hey guys, I'm Jasmine, and this is Jordan. Welcome to our house of many rooms, or our sweet digs.
Before you come in, click below to subscribe and maybe take off your shoes.
Come on in.
We live in Dallas, Texas, in the Lower Greenville neighborhood.
We pay $2,000 a month for a 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-story duplex.
I think it's about right for this neighborhood.
The rent is going up a lot in the city, but I think $2,000 for basically a house is really fair. This is our living room. It is where we live. This room is called Mid-Century Co's, so lots of textiles.
I thought we were going with Mid-Century Co's Eclectic.
He does listen.
These are all just words to me. I'm just trying to think of buzzwords.
There's a lot of like mid-century influence, but it's still super cozy, and there's still a lot of texture with like the pillows and of course all of the personal touches. One of my favorite things in the room is the record player I got for Jordan a couple Christmases ago.
When we first started dating, Jazmine and I would send Song of the Day recommendations to each other.
I think music has played a huge part in like our love story and how it's like one of his love languages, honestly. So I thought that would just be a really nice thing to have in the house.
We met on Bumble, which is a dating app.
Oh yeah, can we say Bumble?
An internet dating service.
Yeah.
Bumble. We met on Bumble.
We went to the Grapevine bar, played a game of basketball, and the rest was history. This is our shared home office. And I actually haven't come up with a quirky name for it yet, so if you can think of something, leave it in the comments below.
On that side of the room is where the workstation spot is, and then this is kind of the reading area.
Sleeping area, beauty video watching area. This room has our most expensive item in the home.
By far.
Yeah, like tenfold.
It's a sectional from Interior Define, and we got it for $1,800.
This piece definitely shows like our two different shopping styles and personalities. Typically I just Google like gray couch, cute but cheap. Jordan is responsible and does research, and I think you spent somewhere in the ballpark of how many hours?
Too many hours. I would say I'm obsessive, but I like your phrasing.
I work in people operations for a tech and real estate company.
I'm a planner and designer for an urban planning firm here in Dallas. I also host a podcast called Go Cultivate, so if I'm here, I'm usually at that desk editing audio. So it was nice to create a space that was specifically for doing work that's apart from the place that we just relax.
In this room, we also have the guest bathroom, which is now my bathroom. The key to a successful marriage, or our marriage anyway, is 2 bathrooms. I have dubbed it neutral geographic because we have some elephants in there, so nature, but it's super neutral. I love for bathrooms to feel super clean and spa-like.
The whole 2-bathroom thing, I didn't think was gonna be that big of a deal, and now that we have 2 bathrooms, it's for real.
And if you guys will follow me through here, this is what I call the jungle cafe, mostly because it has plants in every nook and cranny, and it's kind of just where all of our wonky art and wonky pieces come to live.
One of the most sentimental items in the house for me is probably the dining room table.
It was Jordan's childhood dining room table, and his mom, as part of a wedding gift, actually just repolished it and cleaned it up for us.
I ate baby food at the same table that I also was at when I paid off my student loans a couple months ago. We paid off, right?
Yeah. Also in here, we have our bar cart with fake lemons, and above it are my very own emoji painting. I was at a wine and painting night at work, and I got a head start on the wine part. So I was like, I'm a paint, I don't think I can say that word. I'm gonna paint something funny. So that's how that came about. And for the record, I'm no longer at that employer, but not for painting dicks at work. And through this way is the most important room of the house, the kitchen. It's like quirky aesthetic name is Marble Farmhouse. It's definitely more curated, a bit more intentional. Everything's marble or farmhouse inspired. My favorite thing that Jordan makes, I mean, everything. Before meeting Jordan, I definitely adhered to like a frat boys food pyramid. So I had a lot of frozen food, but these days I do try to attempt some more ambitious things. For Valentine's Day, I made lobster risotto. At this spot, we finally had our own private patio. We wanted patio furniture. So Jordan, being the kind gentleman he is, thought, I'm gonna surprise my wife with a beautiful patio set. I did not care for the furniture that was picked out.
So after a few instances of each of us buying things and not telling the other about it, we've come up with a rule.
If it's like $50 or more, we need to show the other person before we purchase it. All right, let's go check out the rest of the house.
Right off the bedroom is my bathroom. I used to have a poster from like 1993 of Michael Jordan dunking, just to kind of inspire greatness. It got lost in the move. I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about that.
And through here is our master bedroom.
Jazmine describes it as Southwestern sexy, I believe.
There's a lot of like natural woods, snake plants, definitely more of a Southwestern vibe. It kind of just feels like a big tree house in here. Beforehand, all of our bedrooms have taken on a really like minimalist kind of aesthetic. With this bedroom being twice the size of our last place, we had a lot more room and it kind of felt like this blank cardboard box. And then Jordan put together that whole reading nook and that's sort of like his man cave.
If that's what we have to call it, then I'm proud of my man cave. Sometimes I even put my feet up. Sometimes I put my feet down.
We took a media station, turned it into a bench. When we actually moved in, the movers scruffed it up. They gave us $150, so we bought a ton of pillows and kind of jazzed it up a little bit with flowers, plants, pillows.
I think we found out that we actually had a lot of things in common as far as our tastes in furniture and decor. Jazmine's really good at making sure a room is coherent and has a look that is put together.
It's been really cool to see the home evolve. How we'll take a blank canvas and it seems really overwhelming and daunting. One of the best pieces of advice that Jordan will give is take it one day at a time, and then slowly but surely it all comes together. And I know a home is never really complete, but the moment I finally felt it was right was when I wanted to choose staying in with Jordan over happy hour.
On the second day after we moved in, it already felt like home and it felt relaxing because Jazmine spent so much time setting up and staging the living room and the dining room to feel very lived in. I feel lucky to live with somebody who, beyond being an amazing person, also has a really good eye for design.
Thank you so much for watching our Sweet Digs. To watch more videos like this, click here.
And to subscribe, click here.